Hey guys, it's Derek here. Today we're opening up a few new packages that have just arrived, and we're also taking a look at my very first Pokémon Resin. Yeah, there's no table in front of us because it's really hot and I got air conditioner couldn't out, so yeah, let's go. Starting us off, we have this package over here, which is from Game. Now, I ordered a few things off of them, and this is kind of what usually happens at the end of every month with their My Private Warehouse. So yeah, it's like consolidating everything until the end of the month, and you get it shipped over. Now, this was shipped via FedEx, and if I remember correctly, it was like $58 roughly for shipping. I did get charged an extra $50 worth of customs though, which isn't the greatest, but you know, not the worst thing either. So I got a few new Nendoroids again, but this time there's a definite theme and you'll probably pick up on it. But the first one here is Aharen-san from, I can't remember the anime name, but it's basically like Komi, but different, sort of. This one here was 5,600 yen, and let's just take a look. Might be a little difficult because I don't have the table here, but we'll just make do with what we have. AC is very, very important. I'll probably have to turn on at some point again because it's just way too warm. Now, one thing that I was a little bit curious about, in all the promo images, Aharen doesn't actually have legs. I mean, she has legs, but she's sitting down on a bench. Yeah, she doesn't have legs. This is probably the first Nendoroid I've ever actually gotten that actually has this. This is so weird. First off, let's take a look at her. Very cute blank expression. And yes, she just has the sitting form just like that. Nothing too crazy. Good and decent shading on the hair, like always. As for the facial expressions, we do have a more amused, blushing face, and also a even more blank stare face. If you guys have watched the anime, there are a few callbacks about how she likes to feed people with her chopsticks, with the meatballs. There's also a very, very long extendo version, and I don't know if you guys remember, but the fidget spinner. Yeah, there's a lot of cool callbacks. And also, there's also a game board here for one of the board games they play. Don't quite remember what it is, but overall, this looks really, really cute. It's a little bit weird that she doesn't sit properly like some of our other figures that we have here, like my Rimuru. He sits just fine without any extra support, so it just goes in like that. Little jank. Okay. Help! Getting it. Oh! Yeah, still very clumsy. Maybe the table is necessary. Moving on. Alright, next one up is Tohru from Maid. Still one of my favorite anime. I think it's, I don't know if you can call it slept on, but I think it deserves a little more hype and a few more figures. There's also, I think it's an Apex one of her that came out. I couldn't get my hands on that one. Maybe in the future I'll go and try and pick that one up. Just because I really don't want to go and buy anything off of Crunchy. I've heard a few horror stories about how they package things, so I'll be a little careful there. Ooh. Tohru looks super, super cute here. Nice little fang on the side, and also her dragon horns off the side too. The tail does look like it's movable, and the bow on the back is not, so not too much movement. Just, yeah, very, very stiff if I really think about it. As for other facial expressions, we do have a very cute winking face and an actual XD face. Love that. And a few extra hands, a little peace sign, a fist, and I think she also has another 2 spare pieces for arms where you can kind of flex. We do also get a very, very adorable Valentine's Day Choco right here. Very, very cute. Not too much going on here. Standard base and everything else. And oh, yes, her twin tails do move around a little bit. Nice little paint job with the gradients. I'm really happy about this one. Pricing wise, she is a little bit on the higher end, coming in around 6,100 yen, but for what you get, I think it's pretty good. Not too much more I can really ask for. So, alright, next thing up here is Chisato from Recoil. Ah, I think I nailed it that time. If I remember correctly, this is not too expensive. It's just shy of 5,000 yen, so one of the more affordable Nendoroids out there, but that could be because of licensing. Not too sure. I did, of course, also get Takina, and I'm also really excited, but I've also pre-ordered the Good Smile versions of their scales. I think those are going to be really good. Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff on here. Chisato herself, super adorbs. Got a nice little bow off the side, does not move. And in terms of other mobility and articulation, she does move right at the waist there, so that's really solid. Otherwise, it's very standard Nendo practice. Other than her normal smiling faceplate, we also get a super happy version and a more stern, semi-angry one. We of course also get her signature gun, cell phone which is in pink, and I believe another trigger hand. A few extra parts, the little backpack is also included, and also like a bendy leg. Not too much, not too crazy either. I can't wait to have her and Takina together as a full set. I have a thing about collecting sets, if you haven't noticed already. Also, if it feels like I'm trying to speedrun this video, it's also because it's about 30 to 35 degrees on the outside right now, and inside this room it's even hotter, so whenever the AC is not turned on, I'm actually melting. And for the last Nendoroid I have in here, it's probably my most anticipated one of this year, and it is Kitokawa Marin from Dress Up Darling. Now this one comes in at a little bit over 4,300 Japanese yen, 4,300 Japanese yen, and she looks really, really cute. Has quite a few accessories as well. And personally, I don't know if we're ever really gonna get any other characters from here, but if you're into collecting scales of Marin, there's like a million different options out there. I'm still trying to hunt down a scale that I like as well, but we'll see. Will I do a pre-order? Maybe I'll just pick it up secondhand or secondary market after release. Whatever you want to call it. Might be a little cheaper there. Kitokawa Marin. Very, very cute. The default expression is very, very smiley with a bit of blush. We also get a nice ombre gradient on the back, which looks really good, and more mobility right where the waist is. Not too much to go right home about. They all kind of look the same this episode because I think they're all wearing uniforms, but beside the point. In terms of facial expressions, I think she has some of the best ones here. A nice winking face and also a very cute flustered face with a little bit of heart details where her eyes are. And as for the other accessories, we got a few different hands, some peace signs and whatnot. Notable ones would be this terrible omelet because she can't cook. We also get, I believe this is the manga that they read. And the last thing here we have, I believe it's a mirror or might be a cell phone. I'm not entirely sure anymore. But I think the craziest thing they added in here has to be this dakimakura that she gets to hold on to. This is super, super cute. And I think the only other Nendo I know they've probably done this for is the Albedo with Eins. So this is awesome. Very cool addition. Thought that might have been like an additional thing or if you pre-order off of the Good Smile site, but not the case. You get it standard. And here it is. Time for the incredibly big package. Not really, but it's my first ever Pokemon Resin statue. Probably not of the scale and size that you guys are used to because I collect some pretty big things, but this one was too cute to pass up. And I talked about it before, I'm pretty sure, in my pre-order video, but this is the Tyranitar Evolution. I picked this one up off of Favor GK, and if I remember correctly, it was about $75 retail, and it cost about $55 to ship over here. No customs, so we Gucci there. Nice green box. Honestly, I was expecting this to be a little bit bigger, but yeah, maybe I should need to start collecting smaller things. We're really running out of room. Ooh. Nothing else there? Okay. Here we go. We got Larvitar and Tyranitar. I really like the outside of this box here. Looks really cool. And it says here it's age 15 up. This is not a toy. This is done by Moonshadow Studios, so they do have a few pieces that are out there, especially like the Elite Four if you're into collecting trainers as well. But the Evolution line, I believe they have stuff like Chimchar, Froakie, Feebas, and whatnot. We'll see. Maybe I'll collect a few more of these and add to the line. Seeing as these are really small, this is about 13 centimeters tall or big. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how this one turns out. I don't envision this being broken just because it's so tiny. And there's nice packaging on the outside. All right. Oh, more foam. Nice. I think everything's in this one thing here. God, this is so small. I'm honestly not used to opening something this tiny. Not resin related, at least. First piece out on the back, we do have the Tyranitar. It does have a decent amount of weight to it, and it looks really nice. Has some electricity coming off to the side, and kind of looks like he's summoning it, or it's almost like he's controlling the sand like Gara or maybe even Crocodile, but really good shading on the bottom here. Very nice swirls. Yeah, this is nice. Second piece here is the remainder of the base. These are super cute. Looks like nothing has broken here, so that's good. Because there is a lot of spiky bits, so happy that nothing broke here. On the bottom, we of course get the edition size, which is only 288 of them, so it's a very small limited run, and it does have a good amount of weight to it. Feels kind of sturdy. I feel like there might be some magnets in here that are going to work out, but we'll see. And the last piece, if you guys can see here, is our little Larvitar. Personally, I don't really like the middle evolution most of the time. It's like a weird teenage phase. Like, very, very cute here. Simple sculpt. Pretty good paintwork though. And it looks like on the bottom of the feet here, there is a little magnet, so that's gonna hold up just fine. Very, very strong magnet, so it fits right into place. Good. The back piece, there is a little pin and a little notch, so that should go in no problem. Come on. There we go. Ooh, this is cute, but also kind of menacing. I don't know if you guys played Legends Arceus, but it kind of reminds me of that as well whenever you do evolve a Pokemon. That's awesome. I can't wait to get more of these, actually. This is nice. Little feet on the bottom are a little bit rubberized, so that's super cool. Size-wise, it is pretty close to the Kotobukiya, so you might be able to have these all together and not look incredibly out of place. There we go. Finishing up another little haul this time around, both literally and figuratively, because everything is very chibi sized, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of these is your most favorite, and would you continue that Pokemon line? Did I overpay for that? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. My name is Derek, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.